Welcome to beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia, guys. This is where I live. What a gorgeous place to be. Right now I'm on a bridge, and there's a bridge over there to the right, and I'm just headed to play some basketball. You see, the great thing about building an Amazon business, guys, is that you get to make passive income. Passive income, for example, is something maybe Walmart is very familiar with. Sam Walton years ago understood that if I can put up a store, put people in it to run the store, sell products, people would come and buy. Sam Walton realized that passive income was making your money work for you, not the other way around. So when you're building this business, realize that you're not working 9 to 5, your money is. You're using your capital to leverage a system in place where you can buy products, ship it to Amazon, let Amazon do all the work while you sit back and watch your products sell. That was my little intro on Vancouver and all things Vancouver and where I'm from and what passive income is about. I just want to give you guys a quick pro tip on Amazon and Jungle Scout research. I had a quick chat today with a newcomer in the business. We all do a course or a system, the Amazon Seller Mastery Program. So everyone in our private group has been through this course. The course is $500. And you do the course, it's about 4 hours long. You start on your journey, you get your products, and you send them off to Amazon, and away you go. Hold up. Get your products. What's happening right now, and what I see trending right now, is people are struggling mightily on the largest component of an Amazon. The largest component of Amazon business is product research. And what's trending right now is that people aren't familiar or aren't properly executing on product research. And I knew product research was the key to success in this business. So one of the things that I encourage people I talk to is that you gotta become a master of product research. You gotta delegate your time, devote your time into doing it right. But here's the problem, guys. If you start out doing Jungle Research product or Jungle Scout product research wrong, and you continue on that path of doing it wrong, then all that time spent, 8 hours, 16 hours, 24 hours, 48 hours, and 96 hours, doesn't matter. It's extremely important to learn how to do your product research correct. It's extremely important to know what categories you're allowed to sell in. One, to know what categories are hot. So the top categories, because there'll be about 20 different categories you're allowed to sell in, but maybe only about 4 super hot ones. You got to learn what's hot, what you can sell in, and what you can't sell in. As soon as you define that, that's your first part. So that's your categories. Once you have that defined, perfect. Now you need to define your filter. I see a lot of people making silly mistakes doing their filters. Tanner gives you the correct way to do it. Make sure you go back and back and back and keep watching. But I'll explain it here quickly. Your filters are going to bring you up a population of products that achieve the filtered numbers that you've filtered numbers that you've asked for are criteria, and that criteria is your goals. Set some goals. Okay, so first off, we're going to talk about your prices, the range that you want your product to not be less than and not be more than. We call this purchase price, or this decision making price. When you have your decision making price, personally I recommend $15 to $50. That price range is perfect for people to make a decision right away and not have to go home and think about it. $15 to $50. The next thing you want to set up is your demand. Now here's where some people get it a little bit, shall we say, Tanner recommends 300 as far as your demand sales per month. 300 per month. But if you're not from the US, maybe you're from Canada, you got to understand that you need to manipulate. So what I recommend is that you set your demand anywhere between 200 or even 150 and 300. Okay? Let's say you put in 300 and you hit search and you get a population of 890 things or products. Now, all of a sudden, let's say you change your demand to 275 and you hit population, and all of a sudden it's 1,213. That's an extra 400 products you would miss out because of a 25 sales per month. So think about that, guys. 25 sales per month differential, just because you could have missed out 400 opportunities to this is why it's important to play with your demand. Don't stick with the recommended 300. That's a great goal, and that is something we all want to shoot for, but play with the ranges because you'll populate more. So again, demand is your estimated sales per month. We're going to put that at 300, 250, 200, 150. We want to see everything that shows up. Next, we want to play with your competition. Again, all these filters are manipulatable. You need to move the bar on these. Competition is critical. Tanner recommends setting your reviews, which is competition, at 100. Greg Mercer from Jungle Scout recommends 150. I recommend 50. So who's right? No one's right. It just gives you a gauge to play with so that you can see different spectrums. The reason I recommend 50 is because for new sellers, getting in at 50 with 50 or less demands is much easier than 100. If you choose my 50, it can mean you might miss out on products that have a higher demand and more competition, more people selling them. That's a good thing when you have a lot more sellers. You just need to learn and sell. So guys, selling them. Make sure you're playing with your demand criteria. Make sure you're playing with your estimated sales criteria, and make sure you're playing with your price. Now here's the key part, and these are some extra tips that people don't do. You have in this top corner of your Jungle Scout, whatever you want to call it, your criteria page. In this top corner, you have options of the size of the package: standard, envelope, and oversized packages. Make sure you just click standard. You have an option of fulfillment by Amazon, fulfillment by merchant, or Amazon sales. Now, I've seen a lot of people making the same mistake. They click fulfillment by Amazon because they think they just should be seeing products that are fulfilled by Amazon. You want to see products that are being sold by merchants. You also want to see products that are being sold by Amazon, because those are hot sellers. Just because the merchant fulfills the order doesn't mean you wouldn't want to sell it. Here's the thing. Let's say a majority of a certain product that weighs a pound or half a pound or a tenth of a pound is sold by merchant, and you can buy that same product from China. Do you know what that means? That means this, that you'll be the only fulfiller by Amazon. Amazon will be leveraged to do all the work. You'll generate 10 times the sale a merchant could generate because Amazon is doing all your work for you. So guys, make sure you do not click any of those buttons. Leave them unclicked. Merchant, fulfilled by Amazon, and Amazon. Amazon is Amazon. You're not going to compete with Amazon, but it's great to know what Amazon sells. It's great because it's gonna help you to show you demand. Last but not least, at the bottom of your criteria page, search population or whatever it's called. What does it pull up? Now, when you click that, change it to 200 per page, the max, because it makes it a lot quicker for you to scroll through and do the eye test, do the weight test, do the price test, then determine what or if that's something you want to sell. Okay, so 200 per page is what you want it to. Now, check and read how much you populate. My recommendation is per search criteria formatted, once it's all format, that you're no more than 2,000. Personally, I like to get it down to 1,000. Now, okay, here's the thing. In the US, that's a big problem, because when you put in all your categories and you put in all the criteria and you put in all the details here, likely you're going to get a population of 99,000 or 56,000 items to look through. That is too challenging. And I get it why people Here's what you need to do. You need to isolate the categories that you're working through. Take them all off, know which ones you can sell in, and then go through the top ones one by one. If you want to go through pet supplies, boop, pet supplies only. Populate with my criteria. What do you get? 956? Perfect. 1,500? Perfect. 2,000? Perfect. 2,100? Perfect. 3,000? Perfect. 5,000? Change some criteria. Maybe move it up $15 to $20, 20 to 50. Population? Boo! Back down to 500. Going through each one individually is going to help simplify your product research time and energy, and compartmentalize things a lot easier. You can go, I saw 3 cool things in pet supplies. It's, trust me, a lot easier to do it this way. More time saving and more effective. One last tip and then I am out. When you populate, after everything is set and you have a singled out category, before you start going through all the different criteria, you don't need to see heavy items, things that weigh 20 pounds, 5 pounds, 7 pounds, 15 pounds. You don't need to see that. So do this. The button that says weight with 2 arrows and sort by weight. The first time you hit it, it's going to show heaviest to lightest. The second time you hit it, it's going to show lightest. What do you think that's going to do for you? Here's what's going to do for you. It's going to show you products that weigh nothing. 0 pounds, super light. 0.01, 0.02. I've had people will put in a weight and limit themselves. They'll actually put in half a pound to 1 pound. All of a sudden, they're not seeing products that weigh less than half a pound. Half a pound is a lot of weight. There are products that actually weigh nothing. It's remarkable. Now, of course, they don't weigh nothing, but in the eyes of the manufacturer, in the eyes of Amazon, they weigh nothing. It saves you a ton on shipping, and it'll populate a lot more stuff. That's my tips for today, guys. Definitely make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you love the content, definitely check out the links below. If you're buying Jungle Scout for the first time, please click the link below. I'll support you 100%. Boo, boo, on everything that you do. You just have to leave me a comment in the comment box. Other than that, Coach Chrispect out. Enjoy your day, people.